5S benefits. What are the benefits of 5S? You are trying to become world class. Cleanliness is the topmost on their agenda. A great place to work. 1S on the very first day. You won't believe truckloads of unnecessary goods which were sorted out and items were removed from the Imba, which the CEO of the company also could not believe, because there were machines which were not used for the last 5 years, but they were there, and the management was not there aware of it. In some cases, there were inventories which are lying, which were useless inventories. In some cases, we found that the employees had hidden rejected material, and it was lying stocked somewhere, which nobody was aware, particularly in a large organization. Secondly, the space that you will create when unnecessary things will go, at least 30 to 40% space you will generate, which was earlier not there. Okay. Siketsu, the fourth S, right? The fourth S is basically whatever you have done, 1S, 2S, 3S, it must be standardized. So that you don't have to do it again. It becomes a kind of a benchmark for you. So one benchmark you have set, I have cleaned, now it will remain like this. I take a picture and I put it there. Now this is the minimum standard that I have. Now beyond this, if I have to improve, then it's my next level of improvement. Next standard I will create. But one level of standard that you have created, that must remain. It should not go below that. It should not fall below that. That is known as Siketsu. The fifth S is training and discipline. That means, out of all these four exercises, what we have learned is we have to train you to say that I am disciplined now. Okay, I will do it. For this, you need fifth S. Because if you do only 4 S's or 3 S's, and if you forget fourth S, then that responsibility of the management to actually make people responsible, keep the motivation level high, it does not happen. And then we also, as a part of sustenance, as a part of making people serious and disciplined, we also introduce the reward and recognition. And the sixth S is the safety part of it. So safety also is very important in your Gemba, in wherever you are working. So 5S is a great tool. 5S is a great tool, management tool, as a part of Kaizenizing the organization, making the organization world class. One of the exercises recently I did was that with manpower, and there were 300 executives, and we did the mapping of deployment of these people, and we could easily see that 40 people were actually non-performers and they were not required, or they were there. And this was costing almost about 20 lakhs of rupees per month to the organization. And that is exactly, when we told the management, they said, "This you have done 5S in HR? My God." So that was the reaction of the top management. And some top companies, multinational companies, have been doing this on regular basis to do SERI of the bottom 20%. So bottom 20% of the organization are always SERI'd and eliminated as early as possible, because they are great risk to the organization. They are damaging the organizations. Okay. So this is a great benefit that we have. And then of course the orderliness. Once you bring orderliness through 2S, then what happens? Then the searching time, the productivity that increases, you can easily see about 20 to 25% increase in productivity level of the organizations, just through 2S and 1S. And of course, when you bring in 3S, when you really clean all the machines, clean the shop floors, clean your environment, then you see the mind changes. The owner himself feels, who was living on a dirty area, he was not bothered. He was not bothered about productivity. He was not bothered about. Suddenly you see a mind change, and he'll start liking his place, and he says, "Oh, this is the place I would love to come in." And from management perspective, that's what happens. Siketsu comes in. That means you have got standard of cleanliness. You have got standards for storage. You have standards for material flow. You have standards for visuals. You have standards for machines. You have standards for floors. So When you walk through your gemba, you find that everything is visually presented. On the shop floor, if you say that there's a board there, visual board, which says every hour how much you are producing, every hour how much was planned, who is producing, in which machine is producing, which product is being produced, and what was the target, and then of course what is the reject, what is the breakdown, what is the OE level, all those parameters. That dashboard is there in front of you, and everybody knows. And in fact, in one company we have introduced incentives on daily basis. The incentive is also written there, how much you earned today. So it brings overall a great benefit to the organization.
This is being done in Highway Industries. This is a machine shop here, and Highway Industries has been doing Kaizen for a long time now, and they have an established Kaizen culture like the Japanese companies. And thanks to the top management of Highway that this is happening here. And the people down the line, people who are involved at the Gemba level, the supervisors, engineers, managers, HODs, they are all involved, and they are trying to do a wonderful job. And you see here how neat and clean, look at the visuals, and look at the visual on the machines, where we are talking of work instructions, process operations, and machine metrics and owner skill metrics, etc. That is all shown here. And look at the shop floor, look at the gangways. Now this is a production control board, which is part of the daily work management, and we are showing every hour how production actually is taking place against the targets. And if target versus actual there is a gap, every hour they are supposed to report. The leader has to report why exactly there was a difference, and then accordingly the actions are taken. So Kaizen basically teaches you spontaneity. That means you cannot wait for tomorrow. So whether it is productivity or it is quality or it is the speed of production and the target versus actual, everything has to be done. And if you see here, look at the visual, cell number 2. So here they are manufacturing crankshaft for one of the top companies, Hero, and which is being fitted in the two-wheelers. And this is again where we have the daily production report. You see the quality bin, rejection bin. So it's a red color. So everything actually is whatever is rejected by this cell. At the end of the day, the quality people come here and they stand on this and they try to understand as to why the defect took place. Okay.
If we apply these in the service sector, in the hospitals, in the hotels, in schools and colleges, it will be greatly benefiting all of them. And of course the government offices, railways. So similarly on these lines, I think there's a huge scope for the government offices also to implement 5S in a big way. And of course at the street level, Swachhata Abhiyan is there. So it will benefit a lot and will make country truly world class. And that's what our government is looking at. We are challenging now the world powers. We say that we are also going to be a world power. So you cannot be a world power unless you do practices of such